Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the Weekly Comic Roundup. We've got a decently sized haul of DC books this week, so let's get started. Kicking these off, we've got Batgirl, #1. So this series focuses on this is an ongoing series that's started up focusing on the objectively best Batgirl, Cassandra Cain. And she's also probably one of the greatest, at least greatest fighters in Gotham City, if not the DC Universe. So, the issue begins. Cassandra has come to see her mother, Lady Shiva. And as they talk, Cassandra reads Shiva. A point about Cassandra Cain is that she was until she basically joined the Bat family. She didn't know how to was not never taught how to speak. But she could read people, and she can read them. But apparently Shiva has injured someone who swore up and down that he had a taste for violence, but it seems that he couldn't stomach it. But the thing is that she wants to talk to her daughter. There's a group coming to kill them, and she can get them out of Gotham and safety. Where they can weather the storm. And the group shows up. Just constant as they begin their assault, they just chant constantly, "What is buried always comes to light." But Shiva and Batgirl take on the I believe the group is referred to as the Unburied, and escape from Lady Shiva's current penthouse, and in another part of town, they end up in another part of town, but where there's a temple of Shiva, a temple of the Order of Shiva. Where Lady Shiva was actually, Lady Shiva brought Cassandra back to life. The Shiva will get transport for her and Cassandra, though Cassandra promptly vanishes shortly before the temple explodes. Cassandra and Shiva go in. Talk to see if there are any survivors. But the Unburied are trying to redouble their efforts to kill Shiva and her daughter. The issue ending with mother and daughter standing back to back, and ready to fight. Interesting. I'm digging this. I'm digging the series so far. It's yeah, we're one issue in, but good start. Good start. I look forward to how it will likely affect the other Bat books, though probably not much. I especially look forward to how it might affect Birds of Prey, which Batgirl is a regular cast member of. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Batman number 154. Where we left off, things were hunky-dory, normal in Gotham. You know, immortal supervillain Vandal Savage was the commissioner of police. The Riddler was attempting to go legit. Oh, and honestly, just the most mundane thing. The mayor of Gotham City, Mayor Chris Nakano, was murdered. And so, the issue opens. Detective Harvey Bullock is investigating the scene. Batman and Jim Gordon show up to investigate as well, with Batman talking with the mayor's assistant and asking if there was anyone that would want the mayor dead. But apparently, well, Mayor Nakano fought with Riddler and his lawyers a lot. The commissioner was like Commissioner Savage was likely about to be fired by the next city council meeting by Nakano, and lately he'd been fighting a lot with his wife. There was also a guy named Leonid Cull, a strange man who always made Mayor nervous. And the GCPD is questioning the mayor's wife, and they need access to her cell phone. Commissioner Savage has some condescending words for the former commissioner. But Batman informs Gordon that he's a new suspect. He's pulled up info on a businessman named Leonid Cull. Leonid Cull is involved with Edward Nygma and having dinner with Nygma, as well as the now mayor of the city. Apparently, Cull is part of the Court of Owls. Batman kind of pieces a few things together. Basically, the Court of Owls promised Nygma Tech an easy, legit foothold in Gotham. When that didn't work out as planned, the obstruction was murdered. Though both Cull and Nygma deny having killed the mayor. Then Batman takes a look at the mayor's corpse. He was punched. There was apparently also bleach applied to the body. The next day, Bruce is discussing one of the other interesting developments in the last issue. Apparently there's a Bruce Wayne might have a brother. Basically, want the wants to, make a cut of the Wayne family fortune. Apparently, this claimant has the backing of Minson Topping, the biggest law firm in the city, and they have him under lock and key. But Wayne Industries managed to get a name and an occupation. William Pureford, a nurse working at Cathedral Square Medical Clinic, which gets its funding from Wayne Industries, the Wayne Foundation, I believe it is now. A bit more, it turns out that Pureford's mother was a nurse who worked at Gotham General. Then Bruce goes to see Leslie Tompkins, asking about if his father had an affair with one of the nurses. Apparently, he did, and her name is Tara. But even with Lindsay and Bruce stating that yes, the Waynes were not infallible, they both agree that they wouldn't have just abandoned it. Dr. Thomas Wayne wouldn't have abandoned the child. But the clinic at Leslie's clinic gets attacked by protesters. With Bruce being accused of mayor's murder. One person tries to make accusations of a young girl who was accusations of Bruce to via a young girl that recently had her arm patched up at the clinic, and somebody tries to shoot Bruce, but Commander Starr pops in and stops the gunman. That night, Batman and Jim Gordon take a look at the mayor's home, and when Bullock calls, apparently the mayor's wife was having an affair. However, then Gordon pulls a gun on Batman. But it seems that they're both out of sorts, as Batman is rather violent about this. But after punching Jim and basically going to separate corners, things don't further escalate. However, Bullock is asking what's happening, and that is where the issue ends. Interesting. Story as things are. I imagine that there's something shady about the potential long lost Wayne heir, but we'll have to see. Moving on though to our last moment, we've got Poison Ivy number 27. Where we left off in Poison Ivy, there was a eco-terror group called the Order of the Green Knight that seemed to be focused on, basically believe that they're, you know, they're doing their eco-terrorism in the name of Poison Ivy. Also, Ivy maybe kind of sort of unearthed a city in the swamp, in the Slaughter Swamp. Well, a town. So the issue book begins. Ivy is out in the city and sees a wanted poster with her face on it. And I think everyone's staring at her, so she calls Janet from HR. They saying that the two of them need to not go to Janet's house or Janet's place or Ivy's place or even Harley's place. However, before they can really formulate a plan, Batman arrives to talk to Ivy, and she explains she's not involved, and even further states that, with Batman saying, "Hey, this has your green fingerprints all over it," but Ivy points out, when has she ever denied involvement in any of her so-called crimes? Batman says, "Okay, all right, you're not." And Batman agrees to let Ivy just take care of things on her own. So Ivy and Janet go to Marshtown, the town that Ivy discovers in the swamp. Janet's not entirely enthused, but she gets to look. Ivy and Janet gets a look inside it, and it's surprisingly well preserved. Moldy, but otherwise well preserved. And so Ivy goes incognito to take a look at the scene of the eco-terror attack. Apparently, the Order of the Green Knight has tagged it with a little shrine, as well as a painting, so a crude painting of supposedly the Green Knight. Does not look all that much like Ivy. But she comes upon one of the members of the Order and stops him, and apparently she's the Green Knight, the one who appeared to the first disciple in a dream, defeated the Green Man in the swamp with armor made from living green, and the world will be reborn through her. And it's left Ivy speechless. And she's not the Green Knight. I want to know how this guy knows about the fight with Woodrow in the swamp. What first disciple? What dream? And apparently, the leader of the Order of the Green Knight has says she knows you and has believes in you from the beginning. And they are right there as well. However, at least the first member she encountered has been, been advised to not is taking to heart the idea of not blowing up buildings because scorched earth policy is still going to do damage to the green. The Ivy states that being a monster isn't so bad, but what is bad is waking up one morning and discovering you're a hero to some of the angriest people you'll ever meet. Back in Marshtown, Janet hears some sounds in the house she's in, asks and calls Killer Croc to see if he can come over and just hang out and keep her company. After an hour, he gets there. They do some exploring, and Croc says that you can tell a lot about it. If you really want to know what a city's like, you got to go into its guts. They go into the sewers and a lot of pipes. A lot of valves. I mean, maybe steam power? Some kind of gas exchange? But whoever lived there in Marshtown spent a lot of time just trying to keep the water out. And Janet sees on a wall the words "we tried" painted over and over again. And the issue ends with Janet and Killer Croc making out. And, well, like I said, that's where the issue ends. It's a good issue. I'm really digging the Poison Ivy All-In story, so look forward to learning who the mastermind of the Order of the Green Knight is. I have some suspicions, but nothing we'll see. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon patron Red Bands of Penis. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.